We hear a lot these days in TV commercials and the news, what we're going through right now, collectively being called as the uncertainty of these times, uncertain times, and it kind of cracks me up a little bit because our times have never been certain. Yes, I think there's just a lot more upheaval. There's a lot more that we question because our immediate future, it's always changing, and it definitely has ratcheted up in its level of uncertainty. But the things that we fear, the things that can kind of take our legs out from underneath us, it's been the same. And probably most of us have gone through something life changing or something extremely difficult without a pandemic and an economic crumbling happening around us. And it it just makes me think that the things that have sustained us, it doesn't change just because everything we're going through is so strange, and our new normal like just changes every single day, and it's very, very disconcerting because that change is happening so quickly. But the things that will hold us steadfast through that change continues to be a faith in Jesus Christ and a knowledge that we will not be asked to do anything save a way that the Lord will prepare a way that we'll make it through that. Some things kind of come to my mind in my own personal life. Um, I know as followers of Jesus Christ, as we're not spared from the challenges and trials in our lives, I think of my brother. He has had an inoperable brain tumor for as long as I can remember, and he has had so many different procedures um, to put a shunt in, remove a shunt, put a different shunt in, and all the while, he has never been relieved from these debilitating headaches. And I think about him when I think about difficulty. He is such an example to me because even though his life is defined by this thing that is completely out of his control, the Lord has provided a way for him to have an occupation that he can provide for his family in a comfortable way. When his health doesn't permit him to work, he's able to back off and do some other things. And I mean, it's not ideal, but the Lord has provided a way for him to not only make his way through it and to be able to have um days when he has reprieve, but he is an example to others because of what the Lord has allowed him to have strength to endure and to sustain him in enduring. I also think of an events of this past week when I found out that one of my college roommates, she's been battling stage 4 cancer, and she found out this week that that battle's not likely to be won. And she was given months to live, and she has 2 boys under the age of 4, and she has a husband that she's been married to for 7 years, and so many things still to live for and to gain from this life. But for whatever reason, the Lord, in His infinite wisdom, has not allowed her to win this battle. And it's been really difficult for me. Um, when I think about it, it's really easy to apply the idea of someone deserving something that happens to them or not deserving something that happens to them. And as followers of Jesus Christ, we are not guaranteed a life free from difficulty. And we can be good people and do good things and still have bad things happen to us. And my dear friend, in facing this difficulty, and my understanding of Christ's hand and how He's sustaining her, it sometimes it comes hard for me and understanding why why. But I also have to rely on my understanding that my friend has the full support of the Savior behind her, and that she is deeply, deeply loved by her Father in heaven. And so are her family members that are going to be robbed of future time with her. And I have to put trust in my Savior that He will be taking care of these people as my dear, dear friend departs and moves on to her next steps in her path towards becoming like Jesus Christ.